Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakodash. All right, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai the name of His only begotten Son. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone to roll well. Peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. And yeah, we're repetitive. All right, bringing out, a lot of information. Well, constant, same scriptures, bringing out the mark of the beast, like the same scriptures about it, Revelations 13. But you know what? This is important, okay? We are given a message by Yahweh Shemel Shai, and it is our duty to deliver them. So yeah, we post a lot of it, and I'm talking about I'm not in GMS personally, but I'm talking about the apostles and elders on down of GMS and the people that follow them. All right, we post a lot of videos, and it seems repetitive. A lot of people probably, would be like, wow, it's just like the same video. No, we're bringing out new information where it's the same scriptures because the same scriptures apply, but I'm going to try to tie in another topic with this video. So this video is going to be on the mark of the beast, and also the fact that a lot of you can't, a lot of you in Israel, you can't see that it's the microchip, okay, because you're blinded, right? You're not meant to get it, okay? But, this is the message. And even if actually it's better, because if it becomes irritating to you, then you cannot tell us that you did not get warned, because it was repetitive and it was constantly coming up over and over again, like a lot, to the point where there is no excuse for you to say, well, I took the chip because I didn't know. No, there's no excuse. There's going to be no excuse. All right. Everybody knows that. Most people have heard at least that the microchip is the mark of the beast. All right. There's no excuse if you take it. All right. So I'm going to play this video. But I mean, we make videos, but sometimes our videos are repetitive, like the same, like usually it's just a different article or, different news updates, but it's the same scripts because we're bringing out these prophecies, right? Showing you that they're coming to pass. Okay. A lot. We're being the watchmen. Okay. That's our job. All right. Spiritual watchmen. So I'm going to play this video. This is on RT America. It's the title of it is in a cashless society, the chip will replace you. All right. Lionel. All right. So that's the guy that said it. So I'm going to play this video. I might play the whole video, might not, but we're going to go with the spirit. All right.
So many economists believe the future will be cash-free. You're already seeing it from everywhere you go, whether it's your baseball game or to your local deli. Now, Sweden is getting there even faster than anyone else. According to a New York Times report, a fifth of the country, doesn't even use ATMs anymore. And 4,000 Swedes, now get this, have microchips implanted in their hands so they can pay for products with just a wave of their hand. Makes the Apple Watch kind of look obsolete. So on top of that, many Swedish companies are asking their employees to get implants to pass through access points and to pay for conveniences. Now the red flags start going up. So for our red flags, we have to turn to legal media analyst Lionel. Lionel, thanks for joining us on this. I know you've got some red flags, and I feel like I'm reading out of the book of Revelation, possibly. So what concerns come to you arise from humans microchipping themselves?
This is the mark of the beast. Listen, let me tell you something. I mean, I'm no biblical scholar here, but it's amazing the parallels made. Now listen, let's get down to brass tacks. Would you, not you, I wish they'd stop with this. They go, we're going cashless. We've been cashless. Where's this cash? Ever buy a house with cash or a car? We've got this. I don't even have, I got a couple of bucks. We've been cashless. But that's not the issue. One of these days, these kids, I think you call them millennials or something, they're going to take these little tiny RFID, radio frequency identification chips, about the size of a grain of rice. And they're going to be cool, Scotty. Oh, they're going to be waiting in line overnight to get implanted.
And now, it's just, there's people in Israel that, are leaders of these camps, which, I'm talking about the false doctrine camps, the camps that push false doctrine, but they're leaders of these camps, they're leading these congregations, and they don't even know, or they refuse to acknowledge that the microchip is the mark of the beast. This man right here, Lionel, is telling you straight up. He even said he's not a biblical scholar, but this is the mark of the beast. You cannot get around it, man. The truth is out there. If even it's getting put in, come on, man. All right. If even he, I mean, and I'm not, I don't know this man. All right, but I mean, he's on the news. You're sure he's probably in the world. He ain't in this truth, but even he knows that it's the chip. Even he knows that that's the mark of the beast, and he said that millennials are going to line up to take this chip, and it's going to be cool to take it. That's more truth I've heard out of his mouth than you other camps regarding the mark of the beast, because you say it's Christianity, you say it's sin, you say it's an embargo. It's the microchip. It is indefinitely, undoubtedly, the microchip. It's not debatable. All right? It's not. It's really not. And if you even ask any of these guys, and you're like, okay, so you don't believe the mark of the beast, the chip. You believe it's Christianity or whatever they believe. Whatever madness they believe. Well, are you going to take the chip? And they'll say, no, I ain't taking no chip. Well, why not? You said it's not the mark of the beast. You don't believe it's the mark of the beast, so why don't you take it when they make it mandatory? Why don't you take it then? Because they doubt their own doctrine. They don't even believe in their own doctrine. That's how mad their own doctrine is. They don't even believe their own madness, man. They're not even 100% sure. We know that the mark of the beast is the microchip, man. It's not sin. The mark of the beast is the microchip. You cannot get sin implanted, not just stamped physically on top of your skin like how you stamp a letter, but literally put in. It says in your right hand or in your forehead, that no man can buy or sell save he that had the mark, right? So this is something that is physical. You go into the word and the root word, it is clearly something physical that is going to be put in, not on top, not under, in your hand or in your forehead. So it's something that's going to be put under your skin, and it's something that you can make transactions with, that you can purchase things with. That's not sin. That's not Christianity. That's clearly the microchip. All right. And they've been planning for decades to make this mandatory. All right. To chip everybody. All right. So I'm going to play the rest of this. But this just shows that either one, Yahweh is blinding these other camps, their leaders and the congregation. Well, the congregation is really just blindly following them. All right. So either Yahweh's blinding them, and I'm not trying to sound proud or boastful. I'm not up here claiming to be smart or wise or some, biblical scholar either. Okay, but I believe through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shai that the mark of the beast is indefinitely the microchip. All right, and Yahweh's either blinding these men, or they sold out and they're deliberately teaching you false doctrine to lead you astray for a bag. All right, bag meaning money. All right, so I'm gonna play the rest of this. And this video I had to bring it out. I got the brother from GMS Great Waters 3, I think that's his channel. Salaki, let me get to it real quick. Yep, GMS Great Waters 3. It was this video right here, the mark of the beast. The recent one he posted 2 hours ago. This is the one that I got this from, as you can see from the thumbnail. I had to bring this out. I had to bring this out, man. If this guy that I've never even heard of prior to this, I've never even heard of this guy, and he's telling you straight up, it's the mark of the beast, and everybody's going to be lining up to take it, and it's going to be cool to take. Which everybody thinking it's cool in their mindset is, yeah, it's cool to take it. It's a trend. It's trendy, because people love just riding the wave and doing whatever everybody else is doing because they don't want to be themselves. They don't want to. These people don't want truth. They want to be cool. All right. They're not here to to receive life, because this is death. They're not here to receive life being this truth. They're here to just be cool. They just want to fit in with everybody. So Jay-Z gets the chip. Drake gets the chip. Odell Beckham Jr. gets the chip. LeBron James gets the chip. Who's another big guy? I guess you could say. Kanye West, he gets the chip. All these other people that idolize these celebrities, whoever else, there may be out there. I know I missed a lot of people, but the point is made. All right, these people take that chip. Everybody else is going to take it. Everybody else is going to take it because they worship these celebrities, which are really lower than the average citizen because they sold out to get where they are. All right, they worship Satan. They also do acts of homosexuality, get movie roles to, get new record deals. They're completely wicked and they're going to be destroyed. And you are too if you idolize these people. All right. We are only to worship Yahweh Yahushai. But let me play the rest of this video. See what else Lionel has got to say about the mark of the beast, which is the microchip.
To say, look at this. I can go to the drugstore. I can go to a cab. Isn't it great? How cool am I? Look, I've got this little embedded chip. And they'll say, they have medical records. And you're going to do that to grandma and grandpa in case, God forbid, they have some kind of dementia they're walking off. I mean, after all, we have it in our dogs, right? It's like OnStar for human beings. But here's the catch. One of these days, God forbid, Scotty, they find you guilty of something. And you go before a court. And they say, we're going to sentence you to prison? No. We're going to turn your chip off. And you don't exist. Everything. In fact, people are going to notice that when you walk up, they're going to say, who is this? You're not registered. You say, it's me. What do you mean, who is this? No, you're not showing up on this. You don't exist. If you think I'm kidding, this is Elba. This is like some type of a prison. And people are going to be, one of these days, enslaved by this chip. That will replace you.
Now, wait a minute. First of all, no chip can replace you. Let me just point that out. No chip can replace me. But
You're telling me.
We can talk about the sci-fi sense, but I also want to talk about the responsibility aspect of it. My mother used to say, if you can't hold on to a $20 bill, then you don't even need to be able to spend it. You're not responsible enough to spend it. I'm worried, are they going to sell this based on the fact that, hey, guess kids lose their money all the time? You won't ever have to be responsible again for yourself. It automatically comes to you. Is that how they're going to try to sell this? What?
Scotty, what's that thing you have on your wrist?
Oh, I said I've got my Apple
Watch. That looks
Watch.
like a watch?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it tracks me.
You know what that is? That's a surveillance unit. That's a surveillance unit. This is transhumanism. The RFID chip one day, and how many times have you used that? Have you used the iPhone wallet? Hey, I got this. Isn't this great?
It's convenient,
and you're
though.
responsible. Yeah,
convenience is that's a positive, though. We can't always say.
See how she's being a hypocrite because she said it's convenient. She's talking about the Apple Watch. So she's going to think the same way for that chip. It's all about convenience for these people, man. And I already feel like I know what this guy's going to say, because the Apple Watch is just a gradual. It's just it's literally the ideology of gradualism. All right. It's literally the them putting a chip on your credit card or you swiping your phone or swiping your Apple Watch. That's literally prepping you for the RFID chip. It's literally getting you used to it. And what did she say? It's convenient. It's convenient. So you know damn well she's going to take it. All right? She's going to take it. All right, but here's the thing. You take it. You listening right now, if you take this chip, you're going to be destroyed. Okay? You are going to be destroyed if you take this chip. All right? Do not take the chip. Do not take the microchip. All right? And this is a message to the Israelites. All right? Which the Israelites, look like different people and stuff, but their patrilineal goes back to a tribe and, stuff like that. So if you're an Israelite, hearken onto this, hearken onto this truth of Yahweh B'Hashim Shai as a whole and understand that the mark of the beast is the microchip and do not take it.
Technology isn't a negative.
Positive?
It's positive.
Let me tell you something. When something is free, you're the product. This is what happens. You see, we're going around and I don't want to scare you, but we've lost all sense of freedom. We're walking around here enslaved in this 24/7 worldview panopticon. You are walking around with a surveillance device on your wrist.
Well, you know what?
And I've got this stupid thing, too. I'm walking around with
Well,
it.
you know what? I don't know if I'd want to be surveilled your life 24/7. Mine's not exciting. But you know what? I know that we will have you back on to continue this conversation. Thanks for joining us.
Please.
And you
This is
got
very serious stuff.
It is.
Yeah, see, it's very serious stuff, and you people think it's a fucking game. It's not a fucking game. This is life or death, okay? And the options they seem flipped, because if you look at it in a spiritual level, if you reject that chip, you may get put to death, but you receive life. If you take that chip, Yeah, you get to live. You chose life because you get to live on, but then you're going to be destroyed. So really, you choosing to continue living on, take that chip, you're going to be destroyed. And if you refuse that chip, you may die, but you're going to live. Okay, so you need to look at it spiritually, man. You need to look at it with a spiritual mindset. All right, not carnally, because carnally is what's going to drag a lot of people into that ideology of getting the chip, because they're going to think, well, it's convenient, and I don't have to get beheaded or whatever, and they're going to take it. All right, so you personally, because if they take it, they take it. You don't have to, though. I don't have to. We need to avoid this chip. We need to refuse it. All right, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, willing that we can endure the hour of temptation, because that's what it is. The hour of temptation that's going to fall upon the whole world is that the mark of the beast is going to be made mandatory, the microchip. All right, not sin. Okay, so let's go into the scriptures that we know for now. Revelations 13 and 16, and he calls it all. So right there we know. All, everybody, all right, and who is this he? Esau, specifically, all right, the system, the elites, okay, which the elites are Esau, they're Edomites, okay, and he calls it all, so everybody, we know this is talking about everybody, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive. So now let's break this down. And he calls it all. So we know everybody. Doesn't matter your social status, your occupation, if you're in high school, if you're in prison, your gender, your so-called race, your age. None of that matters. They're going to make you get that chip. All right. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Right. So we covered that. To receive. To receive. So to be given a mark. All right. To receive a mark in. Once again, not on, not under. In their right hand or in their foreheads. And all you out there like, well, there's no chip for your forehead. There is. It's called a brain chip, a Vera chip, right? They've already used it on a couple people, and it helps them move their limbs when they're paralyzed, right? That's still the mark of the beast. And that no man might buy or sell. Buy or sell. You cannot buy or sell with Christianity. You cannot buy or sell with sin, but you can make transactions with the microchip, and they've showed you that already. All right, you can pay for train tickets, you can make purchases in general, you can open doors, access your car, you can do anything with this chip, which that brings the big word that will draw a lot of people in, specifically millennials. Like you said, millennials, which is what? Convenience. Okay, it's all about convenience. People love convenience. All right. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. Let's go to Revelation 14. Let's go down to verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, to make sure that you heard it, or that he heard it, that the people heard it. Pretty sure he was talking to John. But the point is, he said it with a loud voice to make sure it was heard. All right. If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, there it goes saying receive and in. All right. And notice how it says in his forehead or in his hand, implying that there are several different locations where you can get this chip. And there's more than that. If you get it in your arm or your leg, you're still going to be destroyed. Okay, but let's read on. Verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. All right, and if you die in this truth, if you refuse to take that chip, they behead you. Guess what? This is verse 13, Revelation 14:13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, write, blessed are they, or Salakia, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. So their works follow them because why? They were faithful unto death. All right, and they're going to receive a crown as the elect. Revelations 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, which they were, which is why their works followed them. And I will give thee a crown of life. All right, now, let's go to Revelations 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Right? Which the main place these people get this chip is in between their thumb and their index finger, in that flesh area on their right hand. Right? That's usually where they get it. And that's where a lot of people will get it. Okay? Because that's convenient for them to swipe across the screen and shit. Alright? But anyways. Because that's what they love pushing. They love pushing convenience. Okay? I think we can go to Isaiah. What is that? Isaiah 5:20, if I'm not mistaken. Nope. Well, actually, this will work too. You know, that's the spirit. Thwadi Hawaii Shai. Start at verse 20. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. All right, and they're calling this chip a good thing. All right, they push it in convenience. They say it's a good advancement. All right, it's a good, it helps. All right, it makes daily life easier. Okay, they shine the light upon evil things to make them look good to the public, and that's everything. Anything from music to movies to ways people conduct themselves in general. Like transgenderism and homosexuality, they make that look like it's a good thing. Like, oh, that's natural, just accept it. It's not natural. That's gross. It's vile. It's against the scriptures. All right? And you're going to be put to death. All right? It says, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. All right? And these other camp leaders that are teaching this false doctrine, they think they're wise in their own sight. They're all about vainglory. Okay? They're all about teaching the non-controversial things. They love being in the shallow end. All right? They love just talking, telling people they're Israelites and keep the laws, which is good. That's good. But that's just the sip of the milk. You got to drink the rest of the milk. You got to drink that whole glass. And then you got a plate of meat. All right? You got meat on your plate. All right? You got to teach the scriptures. All right? And especially the prophecies, because this is about to come to pass. The mark of the beast is a major, major prophecy that is about to come to pass. And it needs to be made known what it is, all right, how it's going to come about, and what's going to happen if you take it or if you don't. This is something that people should want to know, okay, or at least people in their right mind, all right. And how is it going to come about? It could come about in numerous ways, all right, in different types of ways. The main way would be if they crash the system, all right? They get rid of the dollar. The dollar is already worthless in general, because it's actually not even paper, truth be told, but it's not backed up by anything. But when it loses its value completely, but it's fake imaginary value that people seem to believe that it has, then they're going to bring in a new currency, and that currency is going to come off of that chip, all right? They're going to have people get a chip to use that currency, okay? Which is where the buying and selling comes in. Now, if you take it, we already saw that you were going to be destroyed. You were going to die in that nuclear fire, that nuclear desolation. All right. And if you don't take it, you may get beheaded for this truth, but your works will follow you and you'll be given a crown. All right. If you're of the elect. So now, I think the scripture I wanted to get was in Isaiah. This is Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. All right, the word charagma and the root, I think it's charax, something like that. They both clearly show you that it's something physical, something that is going to be put in you. Okay? They heavily imply, especially the root word that you go into it, which means a stake or a pail. Right? That thing that they put it in you with is like a modern day miniature stake or a pail. Right? They put it into you, and then they put the chip in you. Right? And then they take it out kind of like a flu shot, and then they put a Band-Aid over you or whatever. You know? Whatever they put on. It's no different, man. So these people saying that it's Christianity or sin, they're not speaking according to the word, all right? And there's no light in them, all right? They're false prophets leading our people astray, okay? And there's going to be major judgment for that. Salakia. Oh, hold on, Salakia. This is Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastors, saith Yahweh. Therefore thus saith Yahweh, God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock, and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith Yahweh. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. Is this talking about these other religions, these false leaders like Christianity, pastors and stuff? Yes, but this is also going into the false prophets in general in the nation of Israel. All right, because what does Scripture say? All right, well, actually, let me read on real quick. Verse 4. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them the correct doctrine. And they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed. Neither shall they be lacking, saith Yahweh. All right? So now, we know that the prophets are back, and there's men that are teaching the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the true doctrine. Okay? What did Yahweh Shai say, man? Matthew 12 and 30. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. So you teaching that the mark of the beast is anything but the microchip, you're scattering the flock. You're teaching them false doctrine, and they're going to go out and get that chip, and you're leading them to death. And you are going to be destroyed for that. Okay? You are going to be destroyed for that, because that is wicked. Okay? That is wicked. And if you don't know what the mark of the beast is, then you shouldn't be teaching about it. All right? You should be humble and learn, all right? Humble yourself down and learn from the apostles of Great Millstone and the elders on down, okay? Because the apostles have been saying this for a long time now, man, that the mark of the beast is the chip, all right? So, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Waharakah Kodash. The honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone of Roel. Peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. All right, and if you can't see that the mark of the beast is the chip, then you're just not being dealt with, man. All right, pray fast that you understand that you can receive it. Okay, like Yahweh Shai always said, those who have ears let them hear, or those who have eyes let them see, something along those lines. He said stuff like that many times. Basically, those who have understanding, they'll get it. Okay, it's only meant for the elect. All right. So with that said, Shalom.